I'm Barbara Snyder, president of Case Western Reserve University. Thank you. On June 17th at 10:45 p.m., Takeshi Tottori was on his computer in Tokyo, and he was thinking about Case Western Reserve University. For weeks, we had announced our first ever annual Day of Giving to raise money for our annual fund, which helps support student scholarships. We had a Facebook page, we sent out emails, and we mailed printed cards. From 6,500 miles away, Takeshi heard us and submitted his online donation. It was our very first pledge for the Day of Giving, albeit a few hours early. And it was a harbinger of things to come. Tonight, we are celebrating Takeshi and 16,999 people just like him. So welcome to Blue Block Party 2.0, a celebration of you, our students, our alumni, our faculty and staff, our partners and friends. Together, you helped make our annual fund a rousing success. On 6/18, we had hoped for 618 donors. Instead, we celebrated 795 new gifts from 10 countries and 37 states. Pledges that day ranged from $1 to $10,000. It was great. Our Day of Giving raised $195,000, a record high for gifts received in a single day. Yes, it was great. It accomplished much more than that. It engaged our current students and our recent graduates. It demonstrated the power of gifts, large and small. And it highlighted the important role of our annual fund, which is a major source of support for our students. It marked a significant milestone, too. Our annual fund surpassed $10 million for the first time in the history of our university. Your university is thankful for your generosity and humbled by your support. Tonight, I want to say personally to Takeshi, thank you. He is here from Tokyo tonight. And he is a dedicated member of the board of our Alumni Association. We are so proud to have you here, Takeshi. People like Takeshi have allowed Case Western Reserve to embark on a billion-dollar capital campaign called Forward Thinking. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that as of September 1st, we have raised $885.6 million toward our billion-dollar goal. Now to say thank you in a special Case Western Reserve way, a video that conveys our heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you for our new University Center.
Thank you for new lab equipment.
Thank you for the English department.
Thank you for the new printers in the library.
Thank you for helping increase our U.S. News and World Report rankings.
Thank you for funding student research.
Thank you for supporting varsity athletics.
Thank you for supporting international students.
Thank you for high-tech classrooms to help us teach.
Thank you for my great professors.
Thank you for making my time here possible.
Thank you for making orientation possible.
Thank you for the Math Gala.
Thank you for funding new BME research.
Thanks for attracting the best students year after year.
Thank you for the Tutoring Center.
Thanks for helping our students accomplish their goals.
Thank you for our biochemistry department.
Thank you for giving me a wonderful experience at Case Western Reserve University.
Our annual fund allowed people to contribute by phone or online, and electronic gifts were a popular choice this year. The beauty of online giving is that people can share their thoughts with us no matter where they live. Here is a sample of what some of them had to say. I treasure my time when I was a student, and I consider it a privilege to be able to do my part, one person wrote on our Facebook page. I give so that other students can have the scholarships I received, said another. And finally, I love this university. It changed my life. Tonight, I am pleased to welcome a recent graduate whose dedication to her alma mater inspires. Grace Bell earned her bachelor's degree in management from the Weatherhead School in 2010. She currently lives in New York City, where she works for the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, which oversees emergency preparedness, behavioral health, and healthy living, among other initiatives. Though Grace no longer lives in Cleveland, she remains very active at the Weatherhead School, where she serves on its alumni council. She also volunteers with our New York City chapter and has given generously to the university every year since graduation. Please welcome to our stage Grace Bell.
Thank you, President Snyder. As I prepared to graduate 3 years ago, another proud CWRU alumnus shared with me the importance of giving back every year. It's a lesson I took to heart, but one that I didn't realize until later had actually influenced me in finding the wonderful community that is Case Western Reserve University. While many of you may have learned about the university from family, friends, or other individuals, the first time I ever heard of the university was in a Best Western in Indiana. My mom and I were taking on a road trip through the Midwest visiting colleges, and I opened up the U.S. News and World Report to make sure we weren't missing any schools along the way. Case Western Reserve University was close-ish, but neither of us had ever heard of it. So we called my dad, who said it would definitely be worth the detour. We completed a driving tour through campus before continuing our way back to Philadelphia. 3 months later, when it came time to turning in my applications, there was Case Western Reserve University, and I thought, what the heck? So I submitted my application. When I received my admission and my scholarship, my parents and I decided it was time to actually return to Case Western Reserve University. During that visit, I met with Weatherhead's assistant dean, Jim Hurley, who had not only read my application, but knew that I went by my middle name and what I wanted to study. All I kept thinking was, wow, if they cared this much about their admitted students, what is this community going to be like when I actually enroll? It is because of this community that I decided to attend Case Western Reserve University. And wow, did they take care of me. When I expressed interest in studying healthcare management, Jim introduced me to JB Silvers, a professor with dual appointments in finance and healthcare. JB and I then went on to create a self-designed curriculum with undergraduate finance courses and graduate healthcare courses. This community supported me in pursuing my unique academic interests and blazing my own path. But it didn't stop when I graduated. JB then guided me as I began my career in healthcare consulting and as I transitioned last year to government work at the New York City Department of Health. Every step of the way, this community has supported me in my academic interests and personal growth while allowing me to follow my heart and to find my nerd niche. Because as any CWRU kid will tell you, you have to find your nerd niche. In addition to the academic community I found, I also discovered a strong campus community. As a member of the Student Turning Point Society, I met numerous alumni and friends of CWRU who had great passion for this community. I met numerous alumni and friends of During the final weeks of my senior year, I had the privilege of meeting Tink Veal just before he announced his gift for the new University Center. Meeting a man who left such a profound impact on our community had a profound impact on me as an almost alum. What struck me most about my conversation with Tink was not how proud he was in the magnitude of his gifts, but the fact that he had given every year since he had graduated. He recognized the importance of consistently supporting the institutions that have changed your life. As I reflected on Tink's advice and learned more about giving, I realized it is because of our strong tradition of philanthropy that I actually found this community. I only had discovered Case Western Reserve University because of our ranking in U.S. News, which is impacted by each gift given to the university. I only came back because of the scholarship that was generously funded by alumni contributions. And I stayed at CWRU because of the unique community shaped by alumni, faculty, staff, and friends. It's an honor and an inspiration to stand here with all of you who give back and in turn make CWRU great. Gifts like ours ensure that future generations, our future fellow alumni, have access to the community that allowed each of us to thrive and to find our own nerd niche. Then we ensure we attract new students who might not have even known to take the detour. So, to all of you who gave before 2005, thank you so much. You are the reason that I have found this home. And to everyone who has given since, thank you for continuing to make our university strong. Have a great homecoming.
Grace, thank you so much for sharing your memories with us. Along with students and recent graduates, the university is fortunate to have the support of our trustees, many of whom are also alumni. Together, our trustees contributed a record-setting $14 million to our capital campaign last year. They also champion our annual fund, and chief among them is trustee and alumnus Frank Linsalata. Frank is the former chair of our board, the first undergraduate alumnus to serve in that role. He is the current chair of our capital campaign, and as I often point out, he is the board chair who hired me. I should have been clear on that. He is the genius board chair who hired me. Frank believes in the annual fund so strongly that 2 years ago, he issued an anonymous dollar-for-dollar challenge to boost participation. Clearly, it worked. Since then, Frank and his wife Jocelyn have remained ardent supporters of the university, particularly its students. Frank is a 1963 graduate of the Case Institute of Technology and one of its most distinguished alumni. He spent 18 years at diversified manufacturer Midland Ross Corporation, where he ascended to the role of chief financial officer. He left that company in 1984 to acquire a troubled division of Midland Ross, which he was certain he could turn around. It was personally risky. Frank took out a large personal loan, placed a second mortgage on his home, and somehow successfully convinced bankers to back him. Despite some skepticism, in a 2012 interview, Frank admitted that he would shun such a risk today. Yet his instincts were spot on. Frank turned around that division and then embarked on an entirely new career path. In 1990, he founded buyout firm Linsalata Capital Partners, where he remains chairman. In 2011, the Case Alumni Association honored him with its Gold Medal Award. And in 2012, he was named to the Business Hall of Fame by Inside Business Magazine. Frank and Jocelyn's generosity is seen all over our campus, including in the new Tinkham Veal University Center, to which they gave $2 million, and through their $1 million commitment to scholarships for undergraduate students. Tonight, I am thrilled to announce that their remarkable generosity continues. In honor of Frank's 50th reunion this weekend, Frank and Jocelyn have honored us with a new gift, $4 million for the new Linsalata Alumni Center. They have challenged us yet again, this time to raise $1 million so that we can break ground on the Alumni Center next fall. Frank and Jocelyn, on behalf of alumni everywhere, thank you. Please come up to the stage and say a few words to our friends.
Well, he is going first, but I have to make one little comment. Genius Barbara, I'm not so sure about that, but I do say nerd niche. He does have that. Go, my dear.
Thank you, Barbara. What Barbara forgot to mention was once we were talking, and I told her on my bucket list, one of my desires was to die broke, and she looked at me and said, I think I can help you with that. She's done a good job so far. Jocelyn and I are both from families that did not have a lot of wealth, but we were very fortunate to achieve, both of us, very good educations. And the time I spent here at what was then Case Institute of Technology had a tremendous impact on my life, both my business life, my civic activities, and our family. And I think as we reached a position in our life where we could give back, education has become a focus of our giving, both at the elementary school level all the way up to graduate level. A few years ago, as Barbara mentioned, in our first ability to make a major gift to the university, we focused on undergraduate scholarships, which was very important to me because without scholarships, I would never have been able to come to Case Institute of Technology. The second aspect of our gift was to try to get the university center out of the ground. Now, many of you have been around a long time, know we've been working on that project for 15 years, and we never could get it started. So we felt if we could donate enough money to at least get a set of drawings, it might get things rolling. And last week, Jocelyn and I toured the university center, the Tinkham-Veal University Center. And I will say it is a spectacular building. It's beyond our wildest expectations, and it will be an iconic building on our campus that we will become known for. Years ago, we had two children, both approaching college, and we toured many college campuses. And I think one thing we saw at some of the schools that are really well respected and well thought of was each of them had a great university center, and we've achieved that now. And each of them had a very welcoming place for the alumni to come back to. At that time, our university did not have a great place for alumni. With the foresight of two alums, Dr. Ted Costell and Don Foster, we were able to acquire a property on Juniper Drive and convert it into our alumni center. Our alumni house. That has been a remarkable success. It has become very popular for everything from alumni events to alumni weddings. The second part of the vision there was to attach to that building an alumni hall which could be used for bigger alumni events, up to as many as seating 250 people. So the gift Jocelyn and I are making tonight includes a challenge grant. We need another $1 million. I hope we can raise it this weekend. But we have set a date more of June 30th of next year, because by the time we reach reunion weekend next year, we hope to be able to show you the excavation, the shovel of the ground on Alumni House. So we're very happy to do this gift, and we hope you'll all join in and support us in getting it started. Thank you.
So in our 30-plus years of marriage, Case Western Reserve has really become a part of our family. We've participated in programs and events. I was on the Architectural Selection Committee for the new Student Center, which was a very exciting experience as well as a wonderful opportunity. So we want to say thank you to Case Western Reserve by offering this gift, and we look forward to the future in the new building when all the students will come back, and thank you, Barbara, for leading us there.
Okay, we have a little gift to commemorate this occasion and your gift to us. So I'm going to unveil it, and then we're going to get our picture taken if Dan is here. Okay. All right, and you all can't see it, so I'm going to hold it up. Oh my goodness. The Linsalata Alumni Center. Well, this is a great day. I want to say to Frank and Jocelyn, Grace and Takeshi, and to all of you, thank you. Whether you graduated 50 years ago or last year, whether you live in Tokyo or New York or right here in Cleveland, Case Western Reserve University is always your home. I have the honor now of kicking off Blue Block Party 2.0, and I invite you all to stay for music, food, and fun. Now let's light up Uptown. Thank you.